Hi, friends. I forgot to put my earbuds in, so let me do that really quick and make sure I am connected. Sorry about that. This is Roxanne Steed, and I'm here today to give a little product review. I came across some new to me Van Gogh boxes. I don't know if you can see that, just a little imprint in there. Um, my last trip up to Jerry's Artorama up in Hartford. Um, to gather some art supplies, I came across these new little sets that they had, and this one was $22. It was the one that they call vibrant because it's all the colors are super vibrant. So I thought, oh, this would be fun to try out. It's a student grade paint, but I love trying things out so that I can share with people who might want to, you know, try watercolor out for the first time. Or maybe it's something, you want a light little kit to take on a trip with you. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about this. They come in various little color configurations. This one was called Vibrant, but they also have metallics. They have a general one, which is kind of like your general purpose, like a normal palette that has colors that you would use all the time, a pretty good broad range of things that you'd see in nature and colors that you can mix to have a really, good spread of colors. They also had one that was called Nature, which kind of leaned towards all the warm earth colors and some olivey greens, things that you'd see out in the woods, for example, out in nature. They also had one set called Pinks and Violets. So if you were doing maybe some, candy paintings or just really colorful florals where you needed a big range of really high vibrant pinks and violets. It looked really fun. They also had a kit called Muted, which were kind of like softened pastel versions of everything. They also, as I was looking this brand up online just to see what else was out there under this line, um, they come in different configurations. This one is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, a little set of 12. And they also come in sets of 24 and 48. They're half pan sizes, which, in my everyday pans that I love, I have, Daniel Smith's, and most of these are in whole pans that I have bought in tube paints and, squirted the tubes in these little wells so that I can carry them with me wherever I go. And I've, chosen colors that, I've been using these colors for years, and you can see the pan looks it too. It will eventually rust out. I've been through several metal pans. But again, this one comes in, when I looked it up online, there's an Amazon seller that carries them in all these various sizes, all these different configurations. You can get some sets with a plastic pan and some with a metal pan. And the metal pans looked kind of like this. This is an old Schminky pan, but it was like this, except clean and new, of course. One of the neat things about this Van Gogh set is that you can pop this little tray out and you've got all this extra mixing space. So, for having something that you want a little bit of extra space, it's pretty nice. And it's, comes with a little brush, and it's better than most of the little dinky brushes they put in these kits. It does not have a ring on the bottom, so you kind of just have to get a grip in here, but it does have a little finger hold, so you can at least get a grip on it if you take it outside to paint. I like to take my kits out plein air painting. I don't know that I will or won't on this. This is kind of more of a vibrant candy colored set, although the quality for a student grade paint is really pretty good. I really like it. I did, a little bit of color testing on these and playing around, and I just want to show you. Let me see if I can toggle down with my webcam here and give you a quick little sample of what you'll see. So let me just grab a brush and some water and we'll give these, I'm just going to give a trial run. So you can, these lift up from the pan pretty well. You know, you've got some really decent, you know, a decent range of colors. And, you know, when you can kind of take them from a high intensity to, you know, kind of wash them out nice and softly from tea to butter, like you'll find in my little tutorial online. This rosy pink is really lovely. And again, it has, you know, you can get it rather high intensity or soften that out. Let's see if I can get more camera range here. Tilt this just a little bit. So I'll go through each of these so you can just see this nice intensity of color. This is a really super warm red, but you can kind of wash that out to a really pale coral. A deep purple. And you've got a really nice blue. It looks like an ultramarine. I did save the labels and I have labeled these. I should have had that chart handy with me. I could share that with you. In some of these colors of the blues and the greens, they're phthalo based. So they're transparent and they're very intense. And they kind of represent, you know, another shade. Like this is supposed to, I think, represent Viridian, but it's, you know, it's a phthalo, it's a deep phthalo green, and it is really lovely when you water it down. But just keep in mind, phthalos are staining and they are pretty intense. So in a lot of cases, that's wonderful, but you do have to be aware that, you know, with that intensity, you know, you need to kind of take care. I love this lemony yellow green. You can see earlier I was playing around with the set. Just this orange and pink, the orange and rose shade is really lovely. So anyway, it's, you know, a really nice little set. I've, you know, for 22 bucks, I think it's a really fun little kit, whether you're just starting out in watercolor or you want a really nice gift for a younger person who's also just starting out, or even if you're, you know, an adult and you're just starting out, or like me, you like to experiment with different, I mean, you've been painting a long time, but you like to experiment with different kits. I like to try out different kits just so I can share recommendations or things to avoid. But in this case, it gets a 2 thumbs up from me. I think, you know, these Van Gogh sets, I think I'm going to try some of their other set combinations, like maybe the, they've got a botanical one, which is 24 pans for 46 bucks online. Maybe the nature one, but certainly the general one that's, you know, kind of a, like a double primary, you know, you get a warm and a cool of your red, yellow, and blue. I think that would be certainly worth trying. So anyway, I hope that was helpful to you. Just a quick little review. Again, that is the Van Gogh it's a student grade brand of Rembrandt paints, and it's the parent brand is Royal Talons, Royal, like, you know, king, or, and then the second part of that name is TALENS. But if you just Google Van Gogh watercolor pans, you'll be able to turn up that. So I know a lot of the different shops like Cheap Joe's online or Jerry's Artorama sells it. And of course, Amazon, you can find anything there. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you find that helpful. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. And I am planning on hopefully getting around to doing 2 or one of these videos every week. So I'll share some scoop with you, and um, anything that I find that's interesting. And if you guys have questions, ask me here in the chat column, and those will be the topic of a future video. So hope to see you around. Thanks a lot. Bye.